Hey there, Jay here, and this is my roommate, Ella. I'm an artist, and so I have to draw as I tell this story. You true crime fans are probably quite familiar with the Alex Murdaugh case. It unraveled for years with a surprise around every bend. It was covered very tenaciously and professionally by Mandy Matney of Luna Shark Media. Link is below if you want a thorough report. This is just a couple of tidbits. Food for thought. So lawyer Alex was one of those Southern royals. His family had been in charge of the legal system in the South Carolina region for over 100 years. I live in the South, and I've known some of them. They're untouchable. They can do anything. Nobody will cross them. They own vast swaths of land, and they usually own the cops, too. In 2019, Alex's son Paul got stinking drunk and crashed his boat into a bridge, killing Mallory Beach, one of his 6 young passengers. But he's a Murdaugh, I thought. He'll get away with it. And Alex did try to blame shift and cover it up, but it attracted too much attention this time. Then it turned out Alex had been stealing the legal settlements from his accident victims for years. Bastard. But he'll get away with it, I thought. Trouble is, he was stealing from his law firm, too, and lawyers don't take kindly to that. He might not get away with that, I thought. Then his wife Maggie and son Paul were murdered on their hunting estate. Where was Alex when this happened? He claimed to be visiting his bedridden mother. What a good son. Except he was lying and using his bedridden mother as an alibi. He killed Maggie and Paul, and then tried to garner sympathy for his loss. Almost worked for a few minutes, too. Then he was supposedly shot on his way to rehab. Yup, he had a drug habit and was going to get help when he was gunned down. Poor man. Someone must be out to kill the Murdaughs. Except that was a lie, too. He had planned a little ambush. What the... And what about the 2 other suspicious deaths in town before all this happened? He was arrested and indicted. I was amazed, but still thought he'd get off somehow. Seems he was there at the time of the murders after all, and nobody else was. You see, Bubba, the yellow Labrador I'm sketching here, grabbed a chicken while son Paul was using his phone to make a video, and Alex's voice could clearly be heard yelling at the dog. Paul's brain was literally blown out of his skull onto the sidewalk just minutes later. Alex was there, and chicken-grabbing Bubba proved it. Watch this clip from shortly after the event. Notice Alex's concern about Paul's phone.
You know, I tried to turn him over, and I don't know, I figured it out. His cell phone popped out of his pocket. I started to try to do something with it, thinking maybe, but then
I picked up the phone to what, Alex? Erase the video? But he's a lawyer. He knows that won't work. Did he hope? Maybe my voice wasn't recorded. And with your son's brain lying at your feet, why are you concerned with his phone? Alex had to admit his lies. But maybe he'll still get off, I thought. How? You have to understand the Deep South culture. If you confess and repent, you can be forgiven. A redemption story. But not this time. What can we learn? Bubba's a good boy, but of course he is. He also represents the unpredictable events I call random madness that sometimes flit through our lives. What else can we learn? Judge Newman. He was magnificent, wasn't he? Fair, professional, and dignified. Black judge, white royalty. Alex was sentenced to 2 life sentences, no parole. Quote from Judge Newman. Over the past century, your family, including you, have been prosecuting people in this courtroom, and many have received the death penalty, probably for lesser conduct, unquote. You see, South Carolina Low Country was a major slave region, and the Murdaughs' ancestors gained wealth with the help of slavery way back when. By Civil War times, most people in South Carolina were black. The irony is that the mighty descendant of the Murdaugh family was being judged and sentenced by a descendant of those blacks. The wheels of justice grind slowly, but they grind exceeding fine. Thank you for sharing our story. Remember to click those like, share, subscribe things, and thank you for that. Remember this, think responsibly, and stay awesome.